hey, 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 ooh, hey, 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 hey. I'm the ooh, hey, 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 hey.
Lab Boys! Hey! Welcome to the motherfucking Lab Boys podcast. This is episode 43. Real quick before we get started. 44. Hey, it's 44. There's two of these.
44.
Before we get started, just in the sense of being transparent as possible, on Tuesday I found out that my uncle passed away. And I contemplated not doing this podcast, but I did think it was also important to share some time with some good friends and talk about some of the cool things that have been happening and share a little love and peace in the world. So that's what it is. My name is Alwa Gordon. By the way, I rep that 88 over everything, and this is episode 44. Y'all should know what it is. I am here with my man.
Your boy, Costco K. Sheezy. It's me!
Y'all know, he gets discounts. I'm not sure why. I'm also here with my man.
That full days, you already know.
Hey, it's E-Man Days, and he's the ladies' man. Give him a little handshake. Shake him up. Come on,
No,
shake
man.
him up. Do it
I
for
learned from
44.
my mistakes, man.
He does,
Get out
he
of here.
does. He's
Get
learned.
out of
He's
here.
a changed
I know
man.
you. No, come on, get out of
Give
here.
me one, dude.
He's never changed.
No, man, no.
Give me one.
No, man, no.
It's a motherfucking Lab Boys
There you
podcast,
go.
and I'm also here with.
Paradise.
Hey! Shout out to Paradise. We're going to talk about some things that we really, really want a woman's opinion on. So shout out to you for coming out and helping us
Thanks
out.
for having me.
Again, the re-up. Krishan, I'm actually going to swing it right to you. You might have to start this podcast off.
Okay.
Maybe with some current events.
So,
Actually, when does this podcast start?
Oh, when does it start?
looks like it starts right about now.
Hey.
Now, I'm going to start this podcast off. I want to talk about something. All right? So, yesterday, we were supposed to shoot. Okay?
We were.
And we were supposed to have a guest. I'm not going to mention the guest's name.
Hey.
I'm not going to mention too many details, but she was supposed to come yesterday, right?
Hey.
We had everything in line, and then I get a text from her boyfriend.
What did that text say?
Right before she was able to come, I got the text that says, "She's not going to your podcast. She's not fucking single. And I just let her ass know she's not about to be going to no dude's house at 11:30 p.m. Stop texting my girl."
Oh, shit.
Just
Jeez Louise.
don't be that guy. Whatever you do, just don't do that.
Anyway, so going into this topic, I want to know, obviously this guy is an overprotective boyfriend, right?
They probably
And
have problems at home.
he had a problem. I'm not gonna say all that. He had a problem with his girl coming and doing the podcast with a couple dudes that do the
Understandable.
podcast. What do you think? Do you think he was in the right to text us that?
I think he probably thought he was in the right. I think it would be different if we didn't initially tell her, "Hey, bring your boyfriend with you when you guys come to the podcast."
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd be mad different, but what are you gonna do?
You know, and I said earlier, that, you know, bringing your boyfriend would be fine if it makes you more comfortable. You know, I
Sure.
try to make it the most comfortable atmosphere possible.
It's a lab
I
boy.
kept it strictly professional. I was very passionate. I thought she'd be a great guest. She was very funny. I thought it'd be a good podcast.
Hey.
So anyway, where do you guys draw the line on overprotective people in your relationship?
Paradise,
What do you think?
we gotta hear what you think.
What do you think?
What do you think about this
I have
text
a lot of
message?
thoughts. Okay, so I think that you said, is he in the right? I'm sure, like Alwa said, like he thinks he is. He has all the right to feel that way, but I think it's the way that he acted on it. You know, like there's a different way he could have gone about that. Clearly, the girl gave her boyfriend your number. That's why he was able to text you from his own phone.
No, he
Texted
me
from her phone. Okay, that's even more. Like in my opinion,
and
that's
then
like a
blocked
lot.
me on everything.
Okay, all right, so I have something very relevant to show, but I think that that's, for me, I wouldn't be comfortable with that in a relationship just because I feel like there has to be some level of trust and respect.
Mm-hmm.
And if you trust and respect your significant other, I don't think that you'll take that step. And also, it kind of just makes, in my opinion, the relationship look bad. It's kind of like airing out your dirty laundry. Like, if you're in a trusting relationship, you don't need to go that far. The dude could have just come and sat here if that was his issue.
He certainly could have.
Like, is he really, I'm sorry, I feel like I'm trashing on this, but like, is he really that threatened that like he can't be at another guy's house? Like, I have so many questions.
I think it's the lab boys. Hey, man.
I feel like there's a lot of things that could be going on.
Unpack a little bit. Go ahead. Just unpack a little bit.
Hey, you can't just, go all out on the dude, because what if she's the same way with him? What if she acts the same way?
That's a good point.
But the question is that right in a relationship?
No. The thing is if you come across someone like that and you are like that, then your relationship with that person is gonna be, as far as you know, it's gonna be dope. You're gonna like it. So I feel like it's just about being on the same page, dude. If this girl really isn't about, if she's like that with him, then hey, we can't trash on him. Like maybe some of us don't like or can't understand those kind of relationships the same way someone can't understand like the swingers. You know what I mean? Like it's different kinds of like you have to find that person that you're with, and if they're happy with each other, then they're happy with each other, man. Like,
wait, but also I have one more thing.
But if she's being abused and this, then that's totally
okay. Well, let's not joke.
Yeah,
I think something else is like maybe when I was younger, I would have been flattered by that type of behavior because I would have felt like a person showing some type of jealousy or a form of jealousy
shows
is love and affection. Yeah. But now that I've been through different experiences and it, like, you're asking our opinion on it, would I be cool with a relationship like that? Because I wouldn't do that to someone. If I really had an issue, like, I would just show up to the thing. But, like, I wouldn't even, I don't know. Like, I guess it's also different.
It depends on
However, though, okay, it's also different. Like, if the guy doesn't know you, and like he doesn't know, it sounds sketchy. Like 11:30 p.m., 3 guys he doesn't know. He doesn't know what you guys are gonna try and do. It might not be that he doesn't trust her. Maybe he doesn't trust you guys.
Or the
but
situation.
even then, or the situation. But even then, I think the way that it was handled could have been handled differently.
Right.
That's my thoughts.
Okay, so in his defense, I know that we're a bunch of dudes in a house at 11:30. I get it.
It's lab boys.
What I'm saying is, it's okay to feel that way.
Right.
I think it's okay to feel like, okay, dang, like my girl's going to do this podcast at 11:30 with these people I don't know, but it all depends on how you go about it.
I'm here and they're nice people. Just putting that out there. Those are my friends.
So it all depends on how you go about it. Like, I wouldn't stop my girlfriend if she was going to do something that she wanted to do just because of my own personal feelings. I might be skeptical, right? And I'll do my due diligence and I'll watch the podcast. I'll see what's going on.
Or meet you
but
guys.
I will not. Yeah, or I won't stop her from doing something. I trust her judgment.
So another thing, what if she really wasn't about it and she wanted an out, and she probably just told her man like, "Hey, can you do this for me?"
But that's
What if
something.
she
but,
texted?
but that's
what if she texted? You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, but that's something
But
we don't
yeah,
know.
we're
I can only
topic,
go
though.
off of what I'm
yeah, no,
just
I
the
know,
topic.
I know.
So anyway, that's done.
Hey,
Please don't be that guy.
You should leave your thoughts below. Like, do you think that that's chill? Would you be like, do you think that that's overstepping, or how do you guys feel?
So I talked to a couple different girls, and they were saying that he was totally in the right. He's just protecting his girlfriend. He's just protecting his girlfriend, and they were adamant about that. And they actually looked at me like, well, what did you expect? You think she's gonna go to your house with like 3 different dudes? That dude is just protecting his girlfriend. That's what I'm saying.
I would totally understand.
you could have came.
I would totally understand and back up that point if we didn't have 44 episodes that we've done in
and
the
we
bag
all talk about our girlfriend
with multiple guests that 2 of the people are in serious relationships on. So yeah.
I think also just to to end this is that I don't have an issue with his feelings about the situation or even him not wanting to.
We could talk it out. We could certainly talk it out.
I have an issue with the way that this person went about it. I think it could have been more respectable. You don't need to drop F-bombs. You don't need to be aggressive about it.
Yeah, that's true.
I think that he could have just had
true.
that talk with his girlfriend, and his girlfriend could have respectfully relayed the message that this is not something I'm comfortable with.
Yeah.
You don't have to drop F-bombs. That's not classy. Come on, keep it classy.
And then he
man.
said,
classy,
I let her ask no. She ain't going to know.
Yeah,
this.
See, that's what it sounded like. Hey, come on.
If y'all wanted to know what I text back, comment down below, and I will let you know.
It's Liddy. It's the motherfucking Lab Boys podcast. So glad that we got that out the way, but we do appreciate everyone that watches the podcast, and it's really all love.
And I just wanted to I just wanted to say it is all love.
All of it.
I still have respect for the guest. It's unfortunate. That's all.
So on that note, actually, I'm gonna jump into a Love Boys topic here.
Here we go.
So I needed to, and I'm actually really happy that we get to go this deep. The question is, should you change for someone?
Should you change for someone?
This kind of leads into my next topic.
I feel like
Do you want to start? Who's starting?
If you want to change and it's gonna make you feel better, then yeah, man, why not?
E-Man
What's
says
up?
yes.
I think honestly, like, dude, people say you need to change for yourself. That's the only way it works, right? You need to change for yourself. But honestly, I believe that, dude, whatever gets you to truly change and genuinely change,
Oh, shit.
I think that is the only thing that matters. Whether it is for somebody that you love, if it's for yourself, if it's for your family, whatever it is,
Just like
as
the
long
fuel.
as you get there.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
Then
Well, dude, hold up. No, well, what are you talking about first? Because that's like,
I have
love boys.
like for the
love
good.
boys.
I don't know.
Okay,
Think
so
about it.
my opinion on this, it is based on my theory about the world and people. I think that every single person, every single thing that they do is driven by what they want to do at the core of it. So for example, if I give my friend a ride to the airport and I see that as a favor, it's not really a favor. I'm doing it because it makes me feel good. Or I'm doing it because in the past or in the future, I've had a ride.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
No, I get that. No.
So I'm saying, my point is,
Come on, man.
My point is that if someone changes for someone else, they're only doing that because it makes them. It's a self-serving purpose.
Oh, shit.
So I think there is no like changing for someone else.
But
changing
we're
for yourself.
talking about-
everything you do is for yourself.
But let's say we're talking about true change though. True
I'm talking
change.
about true change too. Like if someone wants you to, I don't know, quit smoking cigarettes or something else. If you do that because your girlfriend or boyfriend asks you to, you're doing that because it's what you want. You want the relationship to work, so you do that change.
So in
I don't
turn-
think
know what
that's
I'm
true
saying?
change, though. That's
Like
that's not true change.
subconsciously.
Okay,
right?
always
But
been
it's
disputing
changed.
everything this whole time. So I'll go ahead and
Come
say
on.
what you
So
think.
I don't. So here's what I would say. I think true change comes from within, and that I think we all kind of know that. If you want to change, it needs to be for you, for your own motive and for your own reasons. True change doesn't come from wanting to change because of someone else.
But do you hear
It's
what
not a long term.
But did you hear what she
It's
just said?
self-serving, though.
So what she
Certainly.
said is it can still come from within if you truly love the person that you're with and you
Or
want to
if it-
change
if
for that
it-
person.
if
It
it-
could still come from
I
within
think you
because
can want
from
that.
within you
I think you can
love
want that
person.
from them. Yeah. Because what are you doing? Are you really stopping what you're doing, or are you just trying to please the other person?
But if by pleasing them it makes you happy and you stay in that relationship that makes you happy, for example, then you're doing it for yourself.
Exactly.
At the end of the day.
That's what she was trying
Exactly.
to
Bring
say
it
the
in.
whole time.
Bring it in.
Bring it home, babies.
No, don't give him a five.
Whoa.
Bring it home. It's a motherfucking Lab Boys
Shit.
podcast. Comment down below what you think.
So that kind of goes into my topic a little
Yeah,
bit.
go for it.
Hey.
I'm loving this.
So we all know
What the fuck? What the fuck?
E-Man.
I'm loving it.
No, I'm glad. I'm really glad. I wasn't expecting it.
I'm loving it. Okay, so we all know relationships are about compromise, right? We all gotta compromise in
about love and
relationships.
fairy
It
tales.
cannot be your way or the highway on both parties, right?
Right.
It's about
Yeah.
compromise. But where do we draw the line between compromise and sacrifice?
Oh,
What is too much?
When you stop liking yourself.
That's a good point.
Oh shit.
That's a good point.
Damn.
That's along the lines of what I was gonna say.
That's it. Just one
I-
shot, one kill. Damn.
Headshot. Bah!
Stop liking yourself. I would say when you stop being happy.
Same
Because
thing.
for example, like
No,
I look
come
at it's not the same thing because
Nah.
I mean
Right?
it's not it's
It's
different
not.
concepts because
Two
like
people told you.
I think of my parents and like they both sacrificed so much for each other and for us, but they would never draw the line because it's what they want to do. Like again, it goes back to my thing. I don't know.
I just
feel like everyone does what they want.
I feel like this.
It becomes too much when you decide it's too much.
Yeah, and I feel like sacrificing, I feel like when you lose yourself in the process, and I feel like when you can't feel happy about who you are, when you look inside the mirror and you're like, dang, dude, I suck. When you sacrifice too much, you're not happy with yourself, and you lose yourself in the process, I think that is when it becomes too much.
I think there's a fine line because okay, so I'll admit this as like a human. Sometimes you want to tease the other person, like you kind of want to tease the person you love, and
How so?
maybe you'll push them a little far. I mean, because
What do you mean like actual teasing? Like
yeah,
okay.
like if you've been in a long-term relationship,
You're a bitch!
no, but once you've been in a long-term relationship, you're
funny.
comfortable with that person, and like maybe you might tease them to the point where like they get a little bit irritated, and you guys like laugh together, and that's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
funny.
Wait, how is it?
What
okay,
the
so
fuck?
What about with
Yeah, what's going on?
sacrifice?
Yeah, you're kind
up,
of lost
I just
too.
wanted to point that out.
That's sick, dude.
It's a lot of fun.
Side note.
Hey,
sick,
it's a Lab Boy side note. I just thought that was cool.
That boy, side note.
Fuck, man.
Hell yeah.
Okay, I have a topic I want you.
Damn.
Hey,
Eamon, stop
we're all-
ad-libbing, please.
don't have levels.
We're all involved in music some way or another, and I wanted to know your guys' opinion. So, how much does a celebrity's it doesn't have to be just artists, but it could be like an athlete or whatever. How much does a celebrity's actions in their personal life affect your admiration for them, like as a musician or whatever? Like, does it affect you listening to their music or whatever it is?
Like what?
Like, for example,
Yeah,
football
yeah.
players or wrestlers who
Okay,
really,
so,
like,
like-
hit their wife
so,
or, like, I don't know.
For example,
Chris Brown.
Michael Vick, he got arrested for dogfighting, right?
Oh, okay.
He got kicked out of the NFL for a little bit. Does that change the way you watch Michael Vick? Chris Brown beats Rihanna. Does that change the way you listen to his music?
Do you listen to his music? Like, stuff
R.
like
Kelly.
that.
Do you stop listening to R. Kelly because of all the stuff that's going on?
Like, do their,
It's
their
been-
character affect your
I
love
know-
for their music or
I
whatever?
know I'm
Yeah.
going to get a lot of backlash for this.
No, it's fine. Say your opinion.
But okay, so like with the R. Kelly situation, right? I'm gonna talk about the R. Kelly situation.
Talk about it.
Everyone is saying stop playing his fucking music, stop supporting him, stop
Can
putting
you
money.
catch me up on that really quick? Because I actually haven't.
We
never
talked
heard
about it in the last
Oh,
podcast.
okay.
Documentary came out. R. Kelly's doing creepy shit.
Okay. Oh, okay. Wait, we've known
Done.
that for years, though.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
Yes,
now
that's
it's
what I
all,
said.
it's all coming to surface.
I'll cut
Okay,
it.
got it.
So anyway,
Lifetime.
All right.
so the song, like his music, I've been listening to his music since I was a kid.
Okay.
Stop, man. I've been listening to his music since I was a kid. His music was very influential in my life growing up. Fuck, man.
Come on, man. Let it out.
So, I get it. What people want to do, they want to ban his music. They want to stop supporting him. But dude, no matter what, he's going to have to confront his demons. He's going to have to confront all the things he did. All the stuff that he's done in the dark will come to light. So
pay for that.
his music and whatever, people stopping playing his music. I don't think it's a big deal. And dude, I'm not gonna pretend like I don't fucking like his music. That I didn't grow up listening to his
So
music.
can you separate musician from?
Yes.
I still don't respect him the same. But the music is still the same.
Will you continue listening? To
I
R.
feel like
Kelly?
it also depends, dude. Like,
Well, not his new music. His new music sucks anyway.
So are you still listening to R. Kelly now?
no, I think we stopped listening to R. Kelly. a long
No,
time
let
ago.
him answer the question.
Okay, to be honest, his older music, I fucking still listen to his older music.
Tell you,
The I Wish song, the
Woo,
fucking I
that's
Believe I
fire.
Can Fly, all those inspirational songs, like I still listen to those songs.
World's greatest.
It does not mean that I fucking support all the shit that he's done. Doesn't mean that I support him peeing on girls.
Wait, but
It
at
doesn't
the
mean
same
that I
time-
support
That,
him
bro.
fucking minors. It doesn't
At
mean
the same
any of
time,
that.
though, like, if
Yeah.
you listen to that on, like, Spotify or Pandora or whatever with royalties, you're literally supporting this person. You know
Okay.
what I mean? Or, like, if you watch a sports
But he
sports
still
show.
has to confront his fucking
I
demons.
listen
Okay,
to
so
the old
basically
bird
your
CDs.
answer is
You
you
know.
separate the two.
I can separate.
separate
Okay,
Right.
what about you?
In cases like R. Kelly, no. In cases like Kanye West, where like, yeah, you're being a fucking weirdo, but I would say I'm
It
not.
dep- so it
I'm not
depends
ready.
on
To,
it.
yeah, it depends. on
Yeah,
the
that's
vibe.
what I
Where
was
do you
saying.
draw
It
the line,
depends. It
though?
depends.
Where do you draw the
Pissing
line?
on young girls is probably where I draw the line. Yeah.
What about, like, with Chris Brown, like, beating his girlfriend?
I honestly haven't really fucked with Chris Brown since that. Like, I think he's like a decent musician and he's like really talented, but I haven't been like, oh, I'm gonna bump Chris Brown in a long time.
You know what's fucked up? Somebody told me that after they found out Chris Brown beat up Rihanna, they started listening to his music more.
Ah, yeah.
Not
I
because
heard that,
not
I
because
heard
they
that.
support him beating up Rihanna, but
Trying
that's
to understand
because because that's when he started coming out with who he thought he truly was, like his hardcore image. He made thug music after that.
Kind of changed.
He became the Bobby Brown of R&B.
Can you separate musician and their actions?
Yeah, but there is a line, you know.
What's the
like-
line for you?
Well, like you were saying, you know, but I mean, okay, I have kind of another question. It kind of leads into a question.
We gotta get
Go
back.
ahead, baby. My bad. I'm sorry. So, this girl, whatever, I'm gonna sound like wrong, whatever. I don't care. Say she was okay with it at the moment, right?
With him, with him beating on?
yeah, dude. There's people out there. Sorry, if
She's
this is new
14.
news for you guys, but
Okay, go ahead.
she was cool with it, and then later on, she's not cool with it. Let's forget the fact she was 14. Let's talk about some other situation.
Let's
But-
assume she was 18, is that
No, no, no.
well,
no,
yeah,
no.
like, just whatever. But at the moment, she wasn't cool with it. But then later on, she's like, no. Like, I mean, at the moment, she was cool with it, and then later on, she's
Yeah.
like, what do you think about that? Like,
Age plays a huge difference here. We got to clarify that.
Yeah.
okay, but let's just pretend that she's older. Like I said,
And now she's cool with it?
when she got peed on.
I'm just saying, like, I'm saying they're down at the moment. You know, when everything is happening, they're okay with it. They're gonna get paid. They're gonna do this. They're gonna be in a video. Oh, it's R. Kelly. Later on, they're like, oh, wait, no, that was wrong.
But age plays a fucking big
I know,
part in
but
it.
I'm just saying.
But that's what I'm saying. If you're 14 years old, you can't make a sound judgment. So I was listening to the radio, and they were talking about this issue, and someone called in and they said, nowadays 14, 15-year-olds, they know what they're doing.
Do you
believe that?
Like, there's people.
You believe that?
Bro, there's kids. I'm sorry. There's kids. There's kids out there that are like, they're fucking wittier and more clever than you, dog. And
Dude,
it's like,
no.
But it's not. I don't think it's about being clever. I think it's about biologically, your brain is not fully
You're not developed
Like,
until
you're not
what?
able-
When do you stop
I
developing?
don't know. But like,
But it's
you're
definitely not
developed
13,
at 14. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
just
you
look at
can't make
people's
those
haircuts.
decisions.
Like, look at our pictures when we're 14. Like you.
Well,
you
it's 'cause
never
I was
make
Oh, I had a
decisions.
fucking weird haircut.
I was also thinking like,
You remember that haircut?
you know, when the whole thing with like the Pac, with Pac, with the girls who came up and like how they were saying like, yo, they were down at first and then it's like, and then they come back and it's like, oh wait, no, never mind, that was
that wasn't a
wrong.
minor.
I think it depends on the circumstance and the person's age because if that's the case, then there's so many teachers that should be freed from jail for having intercourse with a student because they were down at the moment.
I think we should I think we should probably clear some things up. Eman, I think the point that you're trying to make is someone being in the moment, being of age, understanding what they were doing in the moment, being okay with it, and then later on coming back and saying that they weren't okay with it.
Yeah.
That's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, no, but I get the whole thing about being a minor and all that.
Certainly,
But I'm saying, like,
if that happens, that's a completely different scenario.
that's just change of preference.
Yeah.
And that I don't think I don't know.
It's a motherfucking Lab Boys podcast. Eman, I kind of want to go to you for a topic because
come back to
sick. I'm gonna come back to you. No, this one is a really good one, and I'm glad that we got a woman's opinion on this one. Who do you think settles more, men or women?
Settles?
Settles.
Dude,
Ooh, that is a tough question.
hold on,
Yeah, you keep
dude.
asking me.
Honestly, I think that's a stupid question. Really, fucking stupid question. There's no fucking basis between who settles more, men or how the
Guys, there's
fuck.
no stupid question.
There is a stupid question.
Hey, man, no,
Okay, you don't have an answer.
How the
Eman?
fuck do you
no.
How the fuck do you decide that?
I'm asking.
Decide it right now.
It's just a stupid
At the Loud
question.
Boys podcast.
Who settles
I
more,
think that's
men
a
or
stupid-
women?
Hold on. Okay, my answer.
Okay,
is
hold
a
on.
stupid
Maybe this is what we need to do. Who settles more?
Shit.
You can't answer, huh? Because it's a stupid question.
If I had to say who tells more, I'd probably say guys settle more. Why?
Yeah,
Shit. I think guys are more desperate for women than women are desperate for
that's
men.
what he means. So what
So
do you think?
So you're saying that men go out for women, they do everything they can to make a woman happy,
No.
and then they end up settling and not being happy.
I just think as far as who settles more, as in this is not a person that I necessarily like am in love with, but I'm going to be with them. I think guys
You mean
settle
for
more.
marriage or
Based
for
on
like you're out at a
what?
bar, okay, I'm gonna settle and go home with this person?
Like being with a person.
I don't know, man.
Oh my
this is like,
gosh. You know what? I think I would
'Cause it's
sum it up. I think I would sum
Come
it
on,
up.
man.
Whoever settles more in a relationship, whether it be the guy or the girl,
They
is the
both
person
do.
who doesn't value themselves as much as the other person values them.
oh, so there you go.
All right, so
I don't know if
nobody's
it's
going to
the
actually
lowest
answer.
self-esteem.
No,
I see y'all. I see y'all. All right, nobody's actually going to answer.
I don't know because I think we might all think our own sex settles
Yeah.
more because maybe we feel like we've settled in the past with
Oh.
the different people.
So you think women settle more?
No,
I know, I'm just
But I
saying,
don't
like,
think that
maybe-
because I've seen both sexes
Yeah,
settle
same.
just as
I don't
much. It's
know.
not.
Yeah, no, I can't. I don't know how to answer that.
That's
either.
really tough. I have a good question I'd like to ask.
Dom.
Yeah.
So you guys
Okay.
can't split it in the middle.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So the Lab Boys can't make an answer on that one. Comment
Alright,
down
man.
below
I
what
don't
you
know
guys
what's going on
think.
Because it's stupid.
Help you boys
Okay,
out,
I have a
man.
question. So, guys, why do you guys think people cheat in a relationship?
Oh, whoa.
So we kind of touched
Yeah,
a little
we
bit
kinda
on this
touched.
before.
We always talk about cheating on the Lab Boys podcast. Yeah.
Okay, so
I understand why.
Before
now
we
I
go
got
into
the
this, and we
message.
kind of went into this on another podcast. Do you think there's a difference between
Emotional
why?
cheating?
No. Why men cheat and why women cheat? Do you think there is a majority?
No, man.
No.
don't.
Come on, Alwa.
No, I think it comes down to.
Stupid
You gotta pick one.
I think
Stupid
it comes
question,
down to
dude.
people
Come on,
being
really?
insecure.
Really?
No, honestly, in my opinion, I think it happens due to insecurity. Like, for example, if I feel like if a girl cheats and a guy cheats, it's because they're not fulfilled in the relationship for some reason or another. You know, it could be that they're not
So do you-
having enough physical contact or they're not getting enough attention or whatever. But it comes down to they don't feel happy with their situation.
I also think guys just fucking. Some guys just cheat. That's just what guys
But don't
do.
you think, okay, for example, if you have a girlfriend or a girl that you're with, and you're happy in your relationship, you're truly happy, do you think if a hot girl walks by and like it shows interest in you that you would then make a move? Like, why would a guy do that if they're fully happy and they're getting what they want at home?
Because that's just some guys.
See, no, I think it's because of insecurity, because they want to constantly feel validated by the desires of other women.
No.
What do you think?
Wait, who knows,
No.
man? Come on,
I
you
think-
can't just say no.
I think that.
What the fuck?
No, I don't think that's it. I don't think it has something to do with insecurity. I mean, it
Wait,
could.
what?
It could.
In some cases,
It could. Yeah, of course, it could. But I'm saying, you're saying that it always has to be that. I don't
No,
know.
it's not always,
I don't mean insecurity in the sense of like I don't think I'm good looking or I don't think this. It could be like I feel insecure in our relationship. Like I don't think it's going anywhere.
Like they want more.
Oh, shit.
Or I feel insecure in this because for whatever reason.
Yeah, but sometimes it's not that deep. I think there's just stories where, like, I've been with guys
So
that
are
that
you talking
deep,
like
though.
attention? Like they want more attention? Is that or no? Am I way off?
I'm thinking there's a lot of reasons.
Like,
that
it's not-
someone
they're
would
not
cheat, but it
fulfilled
comes
in
down
that
to-
way.
Yeah, it's just they're
Yeah.
lacking something in that situation. Which also leads me to my second part. Do
Okay,
you
go
guys
ahead.
think that someone who cheats, like they say a cheater is always a cheater, do you guys believe in that?
No.
Why?
Cause
See, because this is really important and it's linked to why people cheat, though.
Well, look, it goes for anything. Like once you do something for the first time, the second time is always going to be easier. And you're gonna think about it. Like you're gonna think about it less. Like it's, you know what I mean? Like
I do
the first time you
understand
do
what you're
something, you're gonna be questioning. You're like, okay, like this is gonna happen. The second time you do it, I already did it. I already know what's up. Okay, the third time is like, dude, like nothing.
So then why
So
why
I feel
would
like
you
it would
stop?
be easier to cheat, but I don't feel that if you cheated once, you're always gonna be a cheater.
Why though? If some
Okay.
guys just do it to do it, how would you ever turn that off then?
But
Because it's like
No,
asking,
okay.
it's like telling someone like an addict or something like that. Like, why don't you just turn that off? Like,
but
No,
to,
but that's my question is.
But to
is cheating
say,
always cheating?
but to say that somebody can't stop, there's nothing in life that can change somebody or open somebody's eyes to a new way or a new path. To say that they can't stop doing something, that's
see
That's
that
horrible.
right
See, I
there,
think
that
it's
right there is how I
circumstantial.
feel when you guys are talking about, oh, you make a mistake, like you cheat and you make, oh, it's a mistake. That's how I feel. Like, how can someone make a mistake like that? Like,
It's very easy.
no,
you
I don't
can make a
feel.
mistake.
I how? Like, how can you make that
so
mistake?
we're-
You have a girlfriend,
Dude,
Right.
There's a chick. Okay, whatever. She's fine. You know what you're gonna do. Like, I don't
not
feel like
every
you can make that
not
mistake.
every mistake
So
is
they
a
make a mistake.
not every mistake is a fucking spur of the moment mistake. Sometimes mistakes are things you actually think about and they last over time. Sometimes you're like, man, you know what? I'm not getting what I want at home. Maybe I do. I should have sex with this other girl, and then you end up doing it, and then you fucking realize, wait, what the fuck did I do? I messed up. I'm being selfish. I am getting. She is all the things that I want, and I'm just being selfish. And you realize that you made a mistake.
I feel like that's just feeling bad for what happened.
Man, okay.
Not like,
in a perfect fucking world.
I don't
man.
know, man. I can't see that. I can't be like, oh, it's a mistake. Like, it's no
Somebody-
mistake. If
somebody
my girl
call
came up to me
Jesus,
and was
dude.
like, I'm sorry, it's a mistake. Like, yo, like the mistake was me being with you, I guess. Peace. You know, like, I don't know. Like, I did it, right?
Yeah.
But because of that, because I can't. I don't know, dude. I don't
Hey,
know.
I certainly think that you can make some mistakes and still love somebody. All that fun stuff.
Damn.
I think just how you
Shots fired.
could make a mistake. This sounds horrible, but just how you can make a mistake getting physical with someone, even though it's because in the heat of the moment, it's the what do you call it? I don't know, like instinct that's going through your body. You know, like the desire. Like if you really want to sleep with that person in that moment, it's an instinctual, primitive feeling. I guess I don't know because I've never cheated on someone, but I don't know.
I guess that goes for
I
like
also think-
everything, right?
I
Like,
don't know.
So,
I think
okay,
it's
committing
committing
circumstantial.
crimes,
There's a-
making a
no,
mistake.
all right, let's cut.
There's a bigger piece as far as
I'm sorry, I shot 3
how you
people. It was a
initially
mistake.
how you initially feel and how you act on that. And I think we can leave it there. Krishan, why don't you press that little record button and we'll start.
we what?
Hey, it's the motherfucking Lab Boys podcast,
Hello.
and I'm going to hit you guys with a viewer submitted topic. This is kind of for the Lab Boys, but we do have a Lab Girl here tonight, so that might work.
Ooh, what?
So this is a viewer submitted topic.
Lab Girl.
This one's from Kayla, and this one says, "How does a guy feel if a girl walks up to you at a bar and asks for your number? Is it too bold or respected? And on a second note, would you prefer she wait for you?"
How cute are you? I'm just kidding.
What do you mean? Do you prefer she waits for you?
Like
So-
to approach her.
Yeah. So do guys get intimidated if a girl comes up to them and asks.
Or
them.
I
turn it off,
honestly,
not just
That's dope.
No,
That's dope
okay.
as fuck.
As dope, it is.
Answer
dope.
the question, dude.
No, it is dope to have a girl come up to you and be bold enough to ask for your number. But I honestly would rather prefer going up to the chick. I like the process of looking at a girl and thinking about what I'm gonna say, and then going up and then just winging it, and then sparking a conversation. I like the process of the chase and everything. I've always liked that. It's always been motivating to me. So
Damn.
I like that. That's my thing. But I wouldn't mind it though.
No, I feel like
If a girl says, "What's your number?" Fuck you. Get the fuck out of here.
fuck out of here.
You weird bold chick.
Who the fuck? No, that'd be dope as fuck. I prefer that. To me having
shit.
to do
Is it
work.
because you're shy?
Yeah, it's just I wouldn't. I don't know.
Come
It's like-
on.
I'm not throwing shots. E-man.
yeah, that's the truth. Oh, yeah.
Doesn't it come down to your attraction to the person? Like, I'm just thinking of it as a girl. There are some guys that I wish didn't come up to me. But, like, if I'm attracted to the person, because it makes you feel uncomfortable. Like, it feels bad to want to to have to turn someone down.
Exactly.
So if I'm into that person,
Can I
then
ask a
I'm
question? No, I have a question. I have a question.
Five,
I have
questions.
I have a question
Yeah.
for the young lady.
yeah.
So, guys go out to the club and on
club.
most of the. No, hold on.
There's, like,
Loving it.
Hold on.
clubs here.
There's a few.
Guys go out and most of the guys' intentions are to find women, right? To pick up women.
Right.
Right? A lot of guys go out with the intention of picking up women. Don't fucking play that
Is
shit.
that for real?
All right?
Since when?
For girls, when you guys go out.
Drake.
Drake.
When girls go out, or let's do for example,
Okay.
all right?
When you go out.
Are you always in that mode where you don't want to have a guy come up to you?
No.
No, I'm not always in that mode. Again, like, if there's a guy that I feel like I have chemistry with or I find attractive, like, I would want him to come up.
Do you go up to guys?
No, because honestly, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like when girls approach it, I don't know, it's probably just the way that I was raised. I always get really intimidated asking people even to hang out or anything, like just something casual. I have no idea why. I think it's just the way that I was raised was like, let the guy do that with you. I don't know though, because there have been times where I'm trying to think honestly if I've gone up to someone that I've known before, like that I've met before and been like, oh hey, nice to meet you, but like I've never been like, hey, give me your number.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I
Hey.
sometimes wish I was more bold, but
Hey, comment down below what you guys think, and also shout out to Kayla for submitting that motherfucking viewer
wait,
submitted
you never
topic.
said your opinion. Do you get?
I think it's
get
cool.
it?
I think it's
You
cool.
think it's cool?
So, I mean, I really think that if you feel like that in the moment, do it. If you feel like you want that person to approach you in the moment, do it. I think like every single moment is so different, so you can't really plan it out. But would it bug me? Not at all. Hey, Krishan, what do you got for these people on these motherfucking lives?
I want to know something. Hold up.
Oh!
I want to know your worst
Glasses off.
rejection story.
My worst.
Oh shit! I
You
kind
guys
of thought
have
about
one.
this.
You want to start? I'll start with mine. If
I got
you
a
want.
really good one actually.
And I was
think of
rather
one, too.
young. I was a young buck. No.
Buccaneer.
So no, homie was like, oh, you know, there's this girl.
Girls of the Bucks.
It was basically like,
Buccaneer.
it was like you're gonna meet her.
I'm listening.
Yeah, thank you. I gotta have
Me-
that
me
listening
and the-
too. I
yeah.
know.
No,
Come
we
on.
got you.
Okay, girls Buccaneer. No one.
So he hits me up. He's like, "Yo, you know, like it's my girl's friend. She wants to meet you. Never seen her. She's never seen me. You know." I gave him a picture of me back in the day, before cell phones and all that shit. I was
How
like, "Here,
back in the
why
day,
do I look?
they
Here.
had cell phones in
Here,
the
give-
90s, bro?
give this.
80s?
No,
Okay,
come on,
let him
come on,
tell
come
a
on.
story. Come on. Let him tell a story.
So I gave him the picture. I gave him the picture, right? So she never shows up, bro. She never shows up. I'm like, fuck, dude. You know, I felt like terrible. It was bad, but it was like whatever, you know. Like kept my head up. Seen her like 10 years. Like 10 years had passed, and she came up to me and she apologized for that.
Wow.
Oh, wait,
And-
did she admit why she didn't come?
Yeah, 'cause she said I was chubby. I was too chubby.
Oh my god, what the
She
hell?
hit you with the fatty.
Yeah, no, but then that day,
Fucking Buccaneer.
that day was like, it was kind of like,
my
it felt
God.
good though, because like she came up, she was drunk, and it was high school. So she comes
Still
up
a
and she's like
dick
apologizing
move,
to
dude.
me and like trying to have
That's
me
such a
hang out.
backhanded apology. I'm sorry I didn't go on a date with you
But
because
I
you're
was just-
chubby as fuck. Like, what?
No, she didn't say it
What?
like that. She said it like, you know, because
you were fat as fuck.
That was
Yo, is this you? It's an 8x11 picture,
All
huh?
right, fuck both of y'all. But yeah, you know,
no.
then later on,
Wait, was she attracted to you later on though?
Yeah, well, maybe. I don't know. Like, when she came up and she was like, you know.
Because you're a ladies' man.
When I was like,
Ladies'
I was still
man.
shy and shit, so I was like, oh, it's all good, you know, like, it doesn't matter, peace.
Whatever, you dodged a bullet.
Damn.
We're over it.
Sean, you got a
I'll come back to it.
rejection
Let me
story?
think about it. Let me think
Better
I
about
have
it.
one. Yeah, I have one.
Very lit.
Wait,
it's
did you
kind
guys
of
do
similar
that?
to.
I got one.
That's what we're thinking.
No, rejection story.
Oh, rejection story. I asked someone to go get tea the other day, and they pretty much said no, and I was like, okay, cool.
Okay, I meant like
That was-
relationship, like you're trying to get with the guy, like, and they rejected you.
I don't think I've put myself out that much, to be honest. I don't think it's not that I wouldn't get rejected. I'm sure I would. It's
So how
just,
about the worst you like rejected a guy? Like,
Oh, shit.
I'm
came up to
honestly,
you?
That's a good one.
I'm very nice. Like I feel like I'm out of.
I don't think you're
everyone.
nice.
Okay, so Paradise is not with the shits right now.
No.
It's all good.
Yeah, you're not trying to
You're
tell
not
me.
with the shits right now. You're not with the shits. It's all good.
I have a story though. Like once I was approached in San Diego, and just once. No.
come on, what's the
I was
story?
approached in San Diego and I said I have a boyfriend, and that usually that's it. You say you have a boyfriend and that's it. This dude asked me my boyfriend's name. He was like, "Oh well, if you have a boyfriend, where is he at? Why are you out here alone?" And I lied. I was like, "Oh well, he's in the Navy, so he's out defending the country."
Damn.
And he kept
America?
going, he's like, "What's his name?" I was like, "What the hell, dude?" So I thought that was a little pushy. I was like, "Dude, if a girl says she's got a boyfriend, she's either telling the truth, she has a boyfriend, or she's not interested." Just a tip. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, so good job on the rejection story. It's Loud Boys Podcast. So this shit is crazy, and this shit actually happened. It was very long ago. I think when I was like 16 or 17, and I met this girl. I forget. I think either on MySpace, but it was so old school that she gave me her phone number on MySpace, and I called her house phone number. Like talked to her mom first.
Excellent.
Her mom hung up on me. Like it was mad real. The first time we hung out, I met up. Just listen. The first time we hung out, I met up with her, and it was her and her friend, and we were all hanging out. And then we started like walking. You know the story. So we started walking. I stopped because I saw someone that I knew, and like I chatted with them for a second, and I thought that they would wait for me, but they just kept going. So I realized like they were like 200 feet ahead of me, and I finished saying goodbye to the dude, and like I kind of walked with them, like they were like 200 feet away. So I gave up after a while. They never stopped.
So you stalked them, is what you're saying. All stalked her, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Oh man, good times, man. Always so much fun times as a kid.
Dude, I can't. I mean, I just haven't got rejected too often, dude.
Come on, man. I
I'm
can
with the shit.
I'm
Come
just
on.
being funny. Of course, I've been rejected. I'm an animal. No. Okay. This is. I don't know. This is not much of a rejection story, but.
This is just
Hold on,
story time.
hold on. But I was sitting outside like a bar area, right? And I already had a girlfriend at the time, but dude, some girl passed by.
Think
right?
about it.
Hold on. Let me talk.
He's got it.
This girl passed by, and she said it in like a. It sounded like a sexual way. She's like, "Hey, you're a weirdo." What? No, hold on. Right? So she was like, hold on. She was like, "You're a weirdo," but she like looked at me like it was like super sensual. So then I was like, "You're a weirdo." Right? As soon as I said you're weird, her boyfriend came from behind. He's like, "Well, you call my girl weird, bro?"
Oh
my
And he
God.
fucking pushed me, and then we had a street
Was
fight.
this in his club? Oh, okay.
We actually had a street fight in the street.
No, you gotta.
No, we
When
didn't.
was this?
In San Diego.
Hey, it's Motherfucking Loud Boys Podcast. That's not much of a rejection story.
All right, so here's another rejection
No,
story.
yeah.
No, this is quick.
Man, I love your topic, but these guys are not with me.
No, we're done,
I'm sorry,
we're
you guys
done,
aren't being
we're done.
real. I'm sorry.
That was a
What do you
fucking
mean
real
not being
story.
real?
That was a fucking real story.
All lies.
I'm so sick of his.
Lies.
Oh, I'm so real. I'm so authentic.
All right.
Keep it real.
I'm just kidding.
The reason.
No,
The
you-
You guys
reason.
know me. I don't put myself out there. Like,
But what's a real rejection story, though? What's the worst you've ever rejected a guy? I feel like you have a story that you could tell us, and you have a story that you can tell us you guys don't want to tell us.
But it's cool.
Well, remember I told y'all about the fucking stalker story. Remember that story?
That's right.
And I could reiterate that, but I already told that on the podcast.
there's nothing that exciting, to be completely honest.
Look so.
For me,
Yeah.
from my life. Not that this.
I mean, I'll tell it again. I'll say it short. I'll do it short.
Don't do it.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
No, don't do it. It's a motherfucking Loud Boys podcast. We actually are a music podcast for you guys that didn't know, and I have a music question for you guys. I came across it on Twitter, and I actually didn't know the answer myself, so I'm hoping you guys could help me out.
Go ahead, baby.
If you could only listen to one album for 1 year,
For 1 year.
what would that album be? The
Oh my
only
God.
album you could listen to. What would the album be?
Machiavelli, The Don Killuminati.
That's so interesting. I just
the
listened
7 Day
to
Theory by Tupac.
Bonnie
Okay.
and Clyde
Ema?
song.
Does it have to be hip hop?
Anything. What album did you listen to?
Hip-hop.
Damn, look like a weirdo, but classical translations, bro.
Oh, this is so
It's like
hard.
it's like house music, but it's all like symphonic.
Is there lyrics?
No, it's like house music.
For the rest of your life.
Yeah, hell yeah. No, for a year he said.
Oh, for you?
Yeah,
Year.
1 year.
Okay.
come
What's
on,
on the
man.
list?
Sorry.
That
this
classical
is hard.
translations, bro.
Yeah.
I
Dope.
really like Muse, but I'm gonna go with Coldplay, the Prospects March album, probably.
It's a weird choice.
Oh shit.
I love them.
Coldplay is
Or like
dope.
Viva La I don't know.
Dope.
I don't really listen to albums a lot. I
And
listen to
Muse is
individual
dope.
songs, but yeah, I would say Coldplay.
Titanic soundtrack.
So,
You know?
Fire.
I would go with Drake, Take Care.
Okay.
That's the motherfucking...
Tell me
what's really going on. Drake!
Drake!
Yeah, Sean, I kind of want to jump over to you, but do you have any more topics before we get to email?
Okay, I got a Love Boys topic.
Hey, it's a motherfucking Love Boys, and
Look.
we only got 10 minutes left.
So, I have heard many people say this who are in happy relationships.
Dude,
right?
all we are Love Boys now.
They all say, you complete me. Without you, I am incomplete. Do you think it is healthy
No.
to say things like that? Or to
No.
feel that way?
Come on, man. It all depends.
I think it's...
man.
Well, shit, no.
If it's like intense, you know. Nah.
It's one thing to say
Unhealthy.
stuff
What do you
like
mean
that.
intense?
Well, if it's like
if
you
it's
can't-
real, if you feel incomplete when you don't have that love of your life, if you feel incomplete, is that healthy to feel that way?
Isn't love insanity though? Like, doesn't love make you crazy? No, honestly, like, doesn't love make you crazy? Like, you forgive so much shit that you wouldn't normally forgive.
No.
You get butterflies. Like, you physiologically
That's
feel
not love,
different. No, but it is though.
It's
I
fine.
think I felt.
It's
that way
fine to have all those feelings, but I also think that you should feel complete on your
For
own.
sure. Is it healthy? No. Have you felt that way though? I mean, I have.
Yeah, I think everyone's felt that way, but I think the purpose in your
Around
purpose in life
16,
should be to
17.
feel complete on your own.
I don't know
And
if true love is healthy though, because it goes back to sacrifice.
Yeah,
and all
true love
that
has to be
shit.
healthy. Hold on, wait.
No,
True love.
we're
not saying
True
that.
love.
We're not saying
True
that.
love has to be healthy.
No, but I'm
No, but
saying
if
the
it's
things
true
that
love-
you do when you're truly in love with
True love
someone,
has too
the
many carbs.
sacrifice, the crazy like the crazy feelings, the feeling incomplete without them,
That's not all
constantly
love,
thinking
though.
of them. I don't know. I love. I think that to a certain level
That's
though.
what I mean, if
I
it's
think
too
true
intense.
love. Yeah, I think
That's
true
what you
love
mean?
is not.
Okay.
No, because if it's too intense to the point where it's not healthy, like, come on now.
Have you guys heard of like?
but
People
it's what it
actually-
is. It is what it is. Like if let's say you're
When it's like, oh, you complete me, you know, and I'm not complete with
It's
that.
not.
Like,
I'm
when
not.
you're just
dog,
saying it, like,
you're saying dumb shit. I'm not talking. I'm not talking about. No, look it. I'm not talking about it in a way where you're just saying it to be cute. I'm saying you
you
actually
feel that
feel
way.
it. So when you keep saying, it's just
no, but dude, it's like, I don't know, man. When you act, I can't.
I've definitely been in love to the point where I would do literally anything for that person. And
Like
so
when you're not
I would feel
eating,
incomplete
you're not,
without
you know,
them.
you're getting
Yeah.
depressed because okay, that's unhealthy, right?
That's what I'm saying.
That's
It's
what I'm
like
saying.
that's the level.
But you
of
can like
love,
say that, you know, and mean that, and not be unhealthy about
So the answer is no, it's unhealthy.
it's unhealthy. I'm
Super unhealthy, sorry.
It is unhealthy.
it. It's
So,
unhealthy.
if you're in a relationship, you still should be able to make yourself happy. That is not your partner's responsibility.
Exactly.
And if you're
They
trying to make
expect you
that your
better.
partner's responsibility,
that-
bad job.
Honestly, dude, I think it's the best when you are strong on your own. You could do things on your own. You're complete on your own. Your girl is the same way, and
It's
then
like
you
your
get back
teammates.
when you get together.
That's how you
a
become.
power couple,
That's how you
dude.
become the best partner.
That's a
Is by
teammate,
being
yeah.
your best self.
I agree.
Living our best life.
Hashtag fit life.
Woo! High five to everybody. Woo!
It's the motherfucking Loud Boys podcast. Before we get out of here, Paradise, do you have any
Yeah,
more
I do.
topics? You
I
said
have-
you had a bunch.
I
right?
do. I have
Let's
one
rattle
more
them
topic.
off.
Rattle your bunch, you buccaneer.
Karma.
Let's see.
Okay,
Fucking
this is
dude.
somewhat along the lines of the girl approaching the guy.
Oh.
Do you guys think that how far someone goes on a first date or a first interaction with you affects your level of respect or desire for that person in the future?
It's an eye opener.
No.
Wait, give me an example.
Like you go out on a date with a girl, you're both feeling it. She sleeps with you. Do you see that girl as a potential girlfriend in the future?
Yeah.
Or would you judge her for sleeping with you on the first date, type of thing?
No.
So we kind of talked about this in another podcast, and I said that I think we and E-Man came to the conclusion that I think it takes away from the mystery of getting to know somebody and working towards that goal, right? That's what we said. Yeah.
E-Man, how do you feel?
I think it's a fact. I don't.
Now that you're a loud boy.
No, I don't. It doesn't rule. It doesn't rule them out.
No.
I just think that. I think things that come hold on. I think things that come too easy.
Yeah.
You're just as easy to let it go.
Okay, so then in that case, would you try to sleep with a girl who you would see as a potential girlfriend? Or
Say it again?
would you try and sleep with a girl if you wanted a future with her? Like, would you try and do that within the first date or whatever it is?
Yeah, but we're okay.
Doesn't that kind of just happen?
Then that's the double standard. Though,
Okay, but we're not all. I know, but I could as easily be judged too. So,
But
I understand that.
I think that the acceptance among most girls is that we understand most guys do try to get as far as they can as soon as they can.
So,
right?
so it doesn't.
Like we don't. So we're like, okay, well, that's boys. Like boys will be boys. But then when a girl does it,
So if a guy slept with you on the first date, would you not judge him at all moving forward?
well.
And I'm not necessarily
I wouldn't
saying
judge
that.
a guy. I don't know. I kind of would judge a guy for trying to do that on the first date, just because I feel like that to me would tell me that they're not serious about me. Like they don't want to put in the time to get to know me. Kind of along the lines of what you were saying.
Like I said,
But I wouldn't judge them for trying.
in my experience, for whatever, if the faster you get, the easier it is to get somebody. I think the easier it is that they're going to go.
Wait,
Sure,
so
I feel that.
So flip that around. You've been on date, like it's not the first, it's like the 10th, but he still won't sleep with you.
Okay, I've never like begged a dude to do
No,
that.
I'm not
but,
saying
like,
man, come
crazy,
on.
like,
No, not like
I
that.
think- okay,
Like,
so
would
you're
you
saying, like,
trip
what I
out
was-
or like
before
every
you make
time
us-
he was trying to?
I think if a guy didn't try to at least like kiss me, like after a few times,
Kiss
or like
me.
tell me, so I don't know, like show me some sort of desire, I would just think that we're friends. I would just take that as, oh, we're just friends, cool. Like we'll hang out as friends then.
After 10 times he didn't smash?
No, like no. I'm saying like if a guy didn't try and like at least kiss me or like put his arm around me or something like physical.
But say like you guys were already like, yeah, we're dating, or like say you even
Oh, if
hopped
we're
into that step and you're like, yeah, boyfriend and girlfriend, and he's
To be honest,
still,
I've definitely like fallen in love with people that I've never had any physical contact with.
That's dope.
So I am not one to talk on that.
Okay, hold on.
Yes. You just fully don't get that, do you?
Hold on.
His face is like, what?
It's on my face.
Love without physical
this is gonna be.
connection.
This
I don't
gonna
think
be,
it's that.
This is gonna be a fun question. On your first date, if you hit it off with a dude, what are the moves that you expect him to make?
Oh shit.
The move, like physical moves. I don't think I have an expectation on the
What's
first
acceptable?
date.
The holding of the hands.
Come on, dude.
I don't know.
You
I don't
hit it
really
off with a
kiss on
dude.
the first date, but like maybe I would if I really liked a guy. Maybe I would.
You wouldn't
Because I
kiss
feel
on
like
the first date?
Usually no, because I feel like the first time it's like I don't know. Again, it's like as easy as you get it. It's easier to let go. Like maybe they just wanted to kiss me and then that's it.
I think
You know
that's
what I
bullshit.
mean? Okay.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So, okay, I don't think that you can necessarily judge someone for the way that they're acting, because the way that they're acting, they may only act that way with you because you're special.
But would you believe that though? If someone's like, I've never done this on the first, like, what?
I mean, if someone tells you that, no.
No, if they have to
No.
say it,
If they
it's
say
not
that
real.
to you, but what I'm saying is that every interaction can be so different, and it's hard to just say this is.
And it depends on the
But,
business.
but
what
you
I
need a rule because, but you
calm
need
down.
like a,
Sorry.
but you need a general rule because
No,
you can't
nah,
discern
because
that.
what happens when
Okay.
you meet the person in your dreams? Are you going to be like, I need to follow rules? Nah. you're
No,
like,
but then
"What's
what if
up?"
you meet the person of your dreams?
Yo, love is wild and passionate. You said
Exactly,
it's
so,
insanity, yo.
you know
so
what?
if you fall,
But what if you meet the
dude,
person of your dreams and it ends up being Kashawn and then you end up sleeping with him on the first date and he's like, oh, well, she didn't leave any mystery, so... And
Okay,
then, you know what I mean?
You twisting my shit up.
No, but you know what I'm saying?
Oh, hey, man, come
No,
on now.
you said it's easier to let go if it's easy to get. So I'm
'Cause it
saying,
is.
if
You said that
someone
too,
like
though.
Kashawn, yeah,
You said I feel that.
No, I do feel that. We're
No,
talking about
no,
rules
no.
though. So he's
No,
saying
no,
like, oh, would you apply rules when you met your dream guy? Like, I
Okay,
don't know.
I think in the end, There's
No?
no fucking
never
rules.
know.
There's no set in stone rules to all this shit. There's
And y'all some
Yeah.
real
This is so
flip-floppers.
subjective.
Y'all some real flip-floppers.
and you're not saying shit this whole podcast.
I know,
All
you're
he's doing is
very quiet.
smiling and judging, dude.
Real.
Get this fool out of here, dude.
Okay,
This
so
will
you're
take
saying,
away his
but
mallet.
his
Call the
answer
cop
was no.
mallet.
He's like, I don't judge anyone for anything they do.
So
And then he just laughs at people.
So I'm not going to judge someone for anything that they do because I think every interaction is different.
Shut up.
The interaction or what I inspire in someone else is going to be different from what I inspire.
Have you ever
in a
long-term
different
dated a girl that you slept with or whatever on the first date?
person. Yeah.
Let's put it. Yeah, you have.
Yeah.
Long-term.
Yeah.
What's long-term?
What's her name?
Hold on.
What's the social security number, dog?
I would say like longer than 6 months.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
so, he's putting his
Again,
money where his mouth is.
it is
That's
about
fine.
the interaction you have with that person. It's about the connection.
It is, dude.
If you have a connection with someone and you feel comfortable
course.
doing something, do that. If you feel like you need to get to know them over 10 to 12 weeks, do that. We're all so different. Every single interaction is going to be different.
think
And
I like that
it's-
shit.
I'm not gonna call it
Fire.
and say black and white
Case
where
by
it's wrong.
it's
It is case by case. 'cause you
Oh,
don't
okay.
know- Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
No,
Thanks a
'cause
lot,
you-
guys.
I'm
Because you might
all
also-
I can talk
wait.
about is experience. All I can talk about is
Because you might also know the person, like let's say you guys have been friends for a while and then you go on a date, like that's different too because you've known the person
Yeah,
for a
you
long
got-
time. Like
yeah.
maybe you trust them, maybe you kiss them on the
You
first
already
date, I
know
don't
what's
know.
up.
Maybe you don't.
Anyways, thank you for your input because these are combos I've had with my girlfriend.
Hey, it's a motherfucking Lab Boys podcast. We only have 9 minutes left, but Krishan.
Only 9
I
minutes?
just did my topic.
Well, I'm not imagine. Even can we get one more out of you before we go?
It's gonna be far out of left field. But
I kind
yeah.
of feel like that's the best way to close it.
Yeah? Alright, man, let's talk about AI. Hey, I was watching,
AI.
yeah, a robot.
Okay.
I was watching a robot jumping in
I
boxes.
said
Artificial intelligence? Yeah. And what I want to know is how long do you guys think it's going to take for them to actually do jobs that we do? And what job do you guys think is going to be the first one to go? Well, as far as us doing it.
Factory
Factory
shit.
work.
Factory.
Well, that's already
Bring it in.
done.
Bring it
I mean,
in,
no,
bro.
I'm talking about the things.
But
you
on a
see
on a grand
people.
scale.
Yeah, I'm
So
talking
the
about
the next big shift is
Yeah,
going to be
grocery stores.
automated driving.
Automated.
Driving.
That's already a thing.
That's already
Tesla
been-
already-
Yeah.
No, but when you pick up an Uber now, it's a human picking you up.
You think a robot's gonna be driving the car?
They have the pizza delivery.
That's
doing
all
it.
Uber. That's all Uber is doing now. They're collecting data and they're feeding it to robots, so that pretty soon they can have robots.
I would
drive
almost feel
Uber.
more comfy with no one being in the driver's
And
seat.
then
Holy shit! Oh my god, we only have 10 more seconds left.
What? Hey! Yo!
We ran out of motherfucking.
It is your boy,
but it's
Kesha.
motherfucking Lab Boys podcast, and it's episode 44.
Hit that subscribe button and hit that post notification bell.
sure you
That way you
comment
get
down below.
released every time we release a video.
Hey, we'll be back next week. Peace the motherfucking out. Peace. Hey. It's
Dude,
the same
no,
shit.
I keep
There's no
telling you,
memory on the
it's a-
fucking.
it's a
It's
fuck-
not gonna help because no.